So mugs and gum. An easy way to find out the weight of a pig is you do a measurement. You do measurement from the top of their head to the base of their tail, and then you go around by their front legs. You go all the way around their belly, the circumference of their body, and you do a calculation. You can figure out how much they weigh. So according to that calculation, these guys are around 107, 108 pounds. So that means in the course of the 2 months that I've had them, they're probably, this is the week that they turned, they're probably about, right on the mark, 4 months old. So that means I got them around 35, 40 pounds. That means they put on 60 pounds in the 2 months that I've had them. So I think that's pretty good. And they don't get unlimited feed. I feed them twice a day. Right now they're up to 4 pounds of feed. I'm probably going to increase that because they're finishing their feed fairly quickly. They do get scraps and snacks during the day. I give them, they're up to 6 eggs, 6 hard-boiled eggs I give them. Sometimes I mix raw eggs in with their food. So they get 6 eggs a day, and then they get access to wooded pasture, whatever they eat out here. So they've been really tilling up the area out here, so I pretty much give them an area with a fence line all the way down to about where my finger is. That's where my fence line is, and that extends all the way down to a straight line down into here through the woods. So I've just opened it up and give them access to this whole big area, because the small areas that I were giving them at this point, they're ruffling it up pretty quick within a week and a half. And to be honest, it's a little laborsome moving this electric fencing through the woods every week and a half, 2 weeks. So I give them a very large area, and I'll see how they do. If they really completely destroy this area up, I'll take this fencing, and they'll have from this area all the way to the fence here, and I'll give them out to about there where the end of my property runs, and then I'll come straight across out here. I'll give them that big area. So I don't really find it advantageous to give them small plots of lands, because they really don't dig up the same area twice. They do a good job of picking up where they left off, or doing areas, but not kind of tilling up areas that they had before. They tend to not rummage up too much where there's a big concentration of trees, which is fine. But if you do confine them for a long period of time, as you can see in this area, there's no small sapling trees anymore. They pretty much tore it up. So if you do confine them to a smaller area for long enough, they'll really rummage up everything. So if you have an area that you really want to concentrate on, you can keep them a little bit more confined into their wooded pasture grazing. The wood chips are still, I think two truckloads was a little too much. I don't think they're going to break down this stuff. They're not really rutting under it that much. They kind of just they do that in the wooded pasture. I don't think they can sniff the soil or the ground, because this wood chip is so high. It's about a foot and a half off the ground. So occasionally they'll rummage up some of the wood chips, but it's fine. And their manure pile, they always pee and poop in this corner, so I just rake that over every day or twice a day, and keeps the flies at bay. And I'll have some nice compost in that area and in this area, because this is where they eat. And sometimes they like to nap in the shade here by their water cooler. So this area of wood chips will get heavily composted, so I'll take that all out. But I think I could probably go another round of pigs on these wood chips, maybe another 2 rounds of pigs on this wood chips before it becomes compost. I thought with 2 pigs that they would make a mess of this area, but I doubt it at this point, since it's already 4 weeks and it's not really tilled up that much. So muds and gum are doing really well. They're really healthy. They're extremely friendly. They're really used to me, so they're good pigs. I definitely recommend Berkshire for a first-time feeder pig owner.